This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole.
Human.
No way.
Oh!
From the Queen Studios of New York, Nick Diaz beats women? Rivera versus Moraes Fight Week, UFC news, and a whole lot more with the MMA. Oh, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, yes, yes.
Acumen.
Acumen. I hope everyone has their acumen out.
Acumen.
The ability to make good judgments. All right.
Acumen.
Acumen. That's the new word of the MMA holes.
Fap.
And everyone fap right now. It's good to see you guys. TGIW, the Wednesday show is what you're watching. And we are live again on another Wednesday night. This is season 2, episode 21. That's right. Busted. Busted, busted, busted. Nick Diaz. Well, he got busted, but he's set bail, and he's out on the streets again. And the question is, did or did not Nick Diaz beat the fuck out of some crazy stalker chick? As I was reading the stories and touching up on what's going on with this whole Nick Diaz situation, we can't really come to a conclusion right yet because, well, some are saying she's a stalker, and some are saying that Nick Diaz might have broke her hip, or I don't know. Apparently he strangled her or some shit. I don't know what happened, but he got busted, and they set bail for him. Check it out on the MMAHoles.com. That's right. The MMAHoles.com is where we filter with acumen.
Acumen.
That's right. Nick Diaz arrested for domestic abuse. Mugshot released. And there he is. There's his mug. Looking all smug and mug. And let's see what happened over here. UFC fighter Nick Diaz has recently been arrested by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department after accusations of an alleged domestic attack on his girlfriend earlier that day. This is thanks to JBH. Shout out to JBH for the wonderful, wonderful article on the MMAHoles.com, where we have all the fucking news. MMA news, at least. After Nick Diaz was arrested, felony for domestic battery by strangulation. And misdemeanor for domestic battery. So, yeah, strangulation. Jesus Christ.
Wonderful.
And a misdemeanor for domestic battery. Now, we don't have all the details, okay? If you want to read more of the article, it's on the MMAHoles.com. We don't have all the details over here. But regardless, he strangled a fucking woman. Like, what's going on here? I don't even fucking know. I mean, there's always people debating. Yeah, well, you know, if he's defending himself, you could strangle a woman. I mean, me in my life, I've never, and I had 2 stalkers. This is like a true story. I shit you not. Actually, one day, let me know what the ones, if you want me to read the stalker letters. I have a folder in my, I'm just chewing, don't mind me. I have a stalker in my filing cabinet over there, a stalker folder, right? I actually have a file, a little section over there where I have stalker notes, love letters from a stalker. I never strangled her, but I feared for my life. I did do that. The lady was crazy, and I had 2 of them. I actually had 2 stalkers, and this is before the MMA holes. Go figure. But, yeah, I never strangled any of them. But, anyway, we don't know the details, so we can't really light him on fire. They set bail for 18 grand. He's released, and now on Instagram, let's look for him on Instagram over here. Nick Acumen.
Acumen.
I fucking love that. Nick Acumen. Nick, let's see, where are you? Nick Diaz. Here he is. He put a video. Now, if you are squeamish or squirmish, oh, did he take it down? Oh, fuck, he took it down. Shit. There was a video. Is this it? No. Ah, fuck. I don't see it here. There was a video of him like sitting there with pus on his elbow, and he was squeezing it out. It was really fucking gross. after he was released from jail. It's not here anymore. Oh, well. Anyway, yeah, so Nick Diaz, there's his mugshot. He looks fantastic. He looks fantastic in that picture. He's like, ooh, slap you, fucking Stockton, slap you, strangle you. Anyway, maybe it's called the Stockton Strangle, right? Maybe we should call it that. I don't know.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You don't need to know the details. You know you can strangle a woman. You can. So Bruh is saying you can strangle a woman. According to Bruh, you are allowed to strangle a woman. Jay Smooth says simp. I think you shouldn't talk about yourself that way, Jay. It's not nice. The fight judge, you saved that shit. It says, yeah, I don't know I saved what. Conor has a much better mugshot, says Stalio too. We should, yeah, let's see the difference between Conor's mugshot and Nick Diaz. We're going to take a vote. Let's see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to go through tonight, but tonight we're rating mugshots. Two fucking knuckleheads. Mugshot. Yes, that's right. Tonight on the MMA-Holes, we are rating mugshots. Pull up a seat. Here we go. Yes, there it is. Conor McGregor's mugshot or Nick Diaz's mugshot. Which one do you like better? This one or this one? Get your votes in right now. Mystic Mac or Nick Diaz. There he is. Hey, I like to strangle women, and I like to throw handchucks through bus windows and fuck up the people in the bus. Stop stalking me. I'm gonna strangle you, you fucking whore. Yeah, mugshots on the MMA-Holes. All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Which mugshot is better? What other MMA show is going to give you that? Right? All right. Anyway. Yes. We are shot out of a cannon tonight because Nick Diaz was busted. They set bail. And that's that. Okay, as you guys get the notes, the votes in on which mugshot is better, we have 20 likes.
20 likes.
Yeah! 20 likes. 20 likes. Dislikes are dying of leprosy. No leprosy victims. That is nice with 21 likes. Thank you very much. You are all wonderful, wonderful. TGIW, motherfuckers. Conor all day says Stalio 2. John Jones is the best, says Steve Johnson. Chris Connors is the best mugshot, says Ann H. Man Pickens says, hey, Carolina and Rose, please don't sue me. There you go. Both tossers for getting arrested for a bullshit, says Sean Hart. Simp beatdown, says Steve Johnson. Conor, most definitely. I like good mugshot, says Stalio 2. Nick, says Greg, grinding in the shadows, says, wouldn't be crazy if we found out it was a Fallon Fox he choked out. There you go. Yes, Fallon Fox.
Wonderful,
Sexy.
wonderful.
All right. War Machine mugshot for the win. War Machine, yeah, that's a savage mugshot right there. You saved your stalker shit. Slow your mind down, dude. What the fuck? The fight judge says you saved your stalker shit. Slow your mind down, dude. Am I gonna have to add another stalker? All right. I guess I'm gonna add another section of my filing cabinet. Ugh, says Olympia No Life. I was going to say no life. Jay Smooth says he's dumb for not killing her. Oh, God. Could have done the world a favor. She did seem like... Now, listen. I'm going to go on record, and I've said this before, and people are like, oh, my God, Chris, you're such a feminist. I don't fancy strangling women. That's just not what I do. You know? I don't need to be like, oh, my God, I need to be more of a man. And just fucking punch a woman in the face. It's just not my thing. But, you know, we don't have the full story. Right? But you should never fucking hit a woman. Like, I've been in situations. I've had women in my face screaming at me, hit me, hit me. I've had a lot of situations in my life. You know, I'm not going to fucking just cold cock a woman or strangle a woman. It's so fucking stupid. But anyway, like we said, we don't know the details, right? We don't know the details over here. Chances are he put his hands on her, but who knows? Maybe she was coming at him with a fucking hatchet or some shit. We don't know the story. Right, so once the details come out, then you could pass judgment. Where they weren't box line 7 stalkers. She got the fatal attraction eyes. She is crazy. I don't know if anyone could find a picture of this broad. I did see pictures, but drop it on the message board on the MMAHoles.com. I do want to show the audience pictures. Yeah, drop it over here. The MMA-Holes.com, the message board where if you get your hands on that picture, drop it over there. Help a ninja out. Roasted Olympia no life. She fatal attraction level of crazy. She does seem nuts. But here's the thing, and this is a weird debate. I don't really want to get too far into this, but how far do you have to go before you strangle a woman? Like, you got to go pretty fucking far, you know? Like I said, if she's coming at me with a hatchet or she's got a gun, I don't know, if she's strangling my son or some shit, I mean, you know, then you put her out. But when does it get to the point where you got to fucking strangle her? I don't know. But like I said, we can't jump to conclusions here. Innocent till proven guilty. So that's it. Nick Diaz. Are you sick of Nick Diaz is another question over there, right? Are you sick of Nick Diaz? Do you want to see Nick Diaz back in the UFC? My answer is no. I had enough. And here's why I'm saying that. The Nick Diaz-Anderson Silva fight that was in 2015 was a big piece of horseshit. You guys thought that Wonder Boy versus Darren Till sucked? Well, Anderson Silva versus Nick Diaz was the fucking worst. Just because Nick Diaz was on the floor and posing and shit, like, the fight was horrific. It was an absolutely horrific fight. Now, Nate, I want to see him back. And then Nate fucking goes to war. Nick Diaz, listen, your best days are way behind you. Just sit down, son. Strangle women, do whatever the fuck you have to do, but just stay out of the cage, in my opinion. What do you guys and gals say in the chat? Nick Diaz, should he come back to the UFC? Well, if he's cleared, I don't think he's even going to be back, but we'll see. Was it that redhead that was saying she was engaged to him, says grinding in the showers? Grinding in the showers. I'm fucking up everyone's names tonight. Go for the throat first. Would you hit Cyborg? Yes. Right in the throat. And then I'd run for my life and cry. About to head to the gym. Carrie, thanks for the update. What if she was drowning your child and 911 couldn't be in there in time? Yeah, then she dies. If you put your hands on my kid, it's a different story. That is an exception to the rules. If I have a child, I don't have a child. They're on my nutsack right now. Maybe one day I'll let them fly free. But yeah, if my child was getting strangled, knock on wood, by some crazy bitch, that crazy bitch is getting strangled. Yeah, that's the exception. Yeah, he should come back. So Greg Oden wants him back. Jose wants him back as well. I'd run from Cyborg too, says Steve Johnson. Cyborg, listen. Cyborg, grinding in the shadows. I bet she was trying to steal his weed. You think, well, then you strangle a hoe, right? If she steals your fucking weed, sure. Disney won't want any of Nick Diaz's Allman Brothers, and that's true. Disney with ESPN. Interesting. That's going to be interesting, too. Think about these fighters. Like Darren Till saying, "Quant" in the post-fight press conference. Now Disney has ESPN. ESPN has the UFC. And the post-fight press conference. What the fucking quant? The fucking content, fucking pussy. Fucking quant. You're going to see that? Disney's going to be like, whoa, no, you can't do this. All right.
Wonderful.
I'm fucking losing my mind. Grinding in the shadows. You're the 10K subscribers, says Michael Anzalone. Kid as in goat, says Sean Hart. A scenario where beating a woman is justified exists. This is Jay Smooth. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It really needs to be fucking severe. Let's just put it that way. Diaz versus Copenhaver, says Pulse Reloaded. All thumbs down, says the MMA Holes. What did Till say during his 2-year-old throwing temper tantrum post-fight interview? All right, so here's the deal. Let's segue this. A lot of people were saying to me, Chris, we're done with Darren Till versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And I was done too. I was like, it's over with. It's over and done with. The fight's over. Let's move on. Where does Darren Till go next? Where does Stephen Thompson go next? That's where we need to go with this. Who cares who won? And then I go to the message board on the MMAHoles.com. And I dropped a link in the description, okay? Thanks to Steve Johnson over there. Check this out. Steve Johnson, whoops, what the fuck? Dropped a post on the message board, and this is an interesting video. This is where I'm going to just stop with this fight. I need to just talk about this because this is very fascinating, and this is what I saw in real time. I watched it back again. Yes, it was close, but when you watch this video here, it's kind of, it makes you think. It makes you think. So a gentleman broke down the Wonderboy versus Till fight, right? And showed the strikes, separated everything, and showed how everything went down. Let's look at this together as a big, happy fucking family, and then we're going to move on from this. But let's look at this, okay? There's a link in the description to the video. Shout out to Alpaca Thesaurus. I don't know what the fuck kind of name that is, but this is their YouTube channel over here. Alpaca Thesaurus or Alpaca Thesaurus. I don't know how long it fucking took them to do this, but they made this video, and it's every single strike of the Till versus Wonderboy fight that just happened in Liverpool. We're going to look at this. We're going to look at this as a family, and let me know what you guys and gals think in the chat. Chris, you got to make a slap Nick for a $2 donation. I tell you what, I do like, Steve Johnson was saying something about this. Instead of super chat, turn it to super slap and have the Nick Diaz mugshot pop up. I kind of like that. Super slap, and have Nick Diaz pop up. It's something to think about. Hit me with the ones if you want to change it. We do have a Conor donation already, the double champ. If we do the Nick Diaz super slap donation instead of Conor flying, that could be something. Super chat is underneath the chat room if you want to donate. The dollar symbol over there. Thank you for the new sub. I saw you sneak in while I was looking. I was lurking. All right, here we go. Link in the description. Shout out to Alpaca Thesaurus at 29,000 subscribers over there. They did every strike from this. Here we go. Okay. They're fucking touching gloves there. I don't know what the fuck that was. Hold on. What the fuck was that? That was a weird edit over there. Let's watch it again. All right. All right. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. This is round one. Stephen Thompson. Now, this is all the strikes, okay? You see the heads popping up in the little bottom section over there of Wonderboy strikes and Darren Till strikes. Thank God we don't have to watch all 5 rounds of this. It's just a sped up version of every single strike. We're going to break it down and look at each round. Remember, link in the description to this, but check this out. Now, I thought that Stephen Thompson won the first round. Even watching it back, I thought he won the first round. Okay? And here you go. Round one. Check this out. 14-5. 14-5 in the first round. Now, you saw one judge said that, well, Stephen Thompson didn't win the first round. I don't know how anyone thought that Stephen Thompson didn't win the first round. Yes, it was close, but I don't understand. In the description over here, it says UFC Liverpool, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Darren Till ended in a controversial judge's decision. Who landed the best and most punches and kicks? Alpaca Thesaurus, and forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, analyzed the whole fight frame by frame and put together a comprehensive video showing all 113 strikes, not just the 70-some fight metric counted. Now, when you go to UFC.com and you see the fight metrics, yeah, it's ridiculous. Now, here's the thing. Looking at some of these strikes over here, some could have been checked, okay? Some of the kicks could have been checked, but still, with this being shown, 14-5 in the first round, I don't understand how anyone even thought that Wonderboy lost the first round. That's just my opinion over there, but let's move on, okay? That is the first round. Here's round two, okay? Watch the strikes. Little Wonderboy heads and little Darren Till heads pop up on the bottom. And take away what you think from this. Okay, we got a close fight over here. 3-3. 4-3. 5. 6. And here's the interesting thing. Most of Darren Darren Till's strikes were those oblique kicks. Okay? Those controversial oblique kicks, but they are legit, so you can't do that. He was going after the knee of Stephen Thompson, and hey, listen, the guy had surgery over there. Why the fuck not, right? Go for it. You could say it's a cheap shot, but it is what it is. It's legal, so why not go for it? It's a fucking fight. Here is round two. A lot closer, but 12-10. Now, if you look at the strikes over here, this was legit. There was no real checking over here. Still, Wonderboy 12, Darren Till 10, okay? That is second round. Go to round three. The crowd's cheering. Round three. Okay, here we go again, starting it off. I did think that Stephen got the cleaner strikes. You know, I really do believe that Stephen got the cleaner strikes in this fight, except for that takedown in the fifth. And I mean, the takedown, the knockdown in the fifth was, yeah, I mean, Thompson was in deep shit. The fifth round, of course, Darren Till won. I mean, everyone is on the same boat. But here we go. You see the scores in the corner. Fantastic job over here. Knee shots suck. Here we go. Now look at this shit. Little Till heads versus little Stephen Wonderboy Thompson heads. We're in the third round over here. Okay. And there goes Till coming back in. Till and Thompson. And here we go. 16-13. Okay. Now, if you're just going by strikes, I mean, what else are you going for? Now, Darren Till did seem to be the aggressor. I don't think you can score by aggression, to be honest with you. I think strikes are a little bit more important than, hey, here I come. But Stephen Thompson, he reset, and I don't know. He wasn't really running. He was resetting, and they went back to business over here. Was this the best fight in the world? No, it wasn't the greatest fight of all time, but it was interesting. It was fascinating. Even watching it back a second time, I was kind of at the edge of my seat. It was a close fight. Now, you look at the scores over here. 4 rounds down, and here we go. 3 rounds down, excuse me. We're in the 4th. But check this out. Check this out. Okay, the little heads, if you're just jumping in, the little heads are Stephen Thompson, and the little heads are Darren Till, and this shows how many strikes are here. And there goes that kick again. It's a good job by Till. Till was going after the knee, the oblique kicks. That's good shit right there. It's legal stuff. But let's be honest. Who's striking more? 14-8 in the 4th round. What is going on? Now, I don't get it. I don't get it. This is a fantastic video. Check out round 5. I think we know what happens here in round 5. It's a very good video over here. Go give this guy a sub. I'm going to drop the link. The link is in the description. It's on our website, the MMA-Holes.com. And I'm going to drop it into the live chat. Go give this guy a sub. It's just the amount of time it took this person to go together. And here we go. Yeah, Darren Till. Some serious work over here. That was followed by a takedown. But good job by Darren Till and Stephen Thompson getting back up. And here is the 5th round results. 10-11. Close one over there too, but with that knockdown, of course. So we got 66 total to 47. Now, here is the fascinating part, okay? We see the strikes. I mean, the proof is in the fucking pudding over here, okay? The proof is in the pudding. Now, Darren Till has the home advantage with the judging, and the crowd was electric. Close fight. It's got to go to the hometown boy, right? That's usually how it works. It also goes to the man that misses weight, because out of the majority of people that have been missing weight, well, look what happens. They just get the W. Here's the thing. I'm not complaining about this, but it's just fascinating that this person took all this time to put this video together. Alpaca Thesaurus. Okay. So now check this out. This is just, it's 66-47 total over here. And I'm going to read it from the chat. Don't worry. And you know what? I'm going to open the phone lines right after this video is played over here. Okay. This is only Darren Till's strikes. Here we go. He's going after that leg. Wisely, smart move. He's like, oh my God, let's take out his bad knee. See, look at Darren Till go. Look at him go. But, I mean, not for nothing. We're watching Darren Till's strikes over here. Okay. That was a nice little combo over there. It's actually kind of cool seeing the exact strikes from Darren Till. Right? Now he's going up top. Going up top. I got him hurt, and here we go. We got him hurt. Okay, now that was Darren Till. Process that, okay? Process that from Darren Till. Here are Stephen Thompson strikes. None of... hold on a second. Here we go. Christopher Shelton says, significant strikes are greater than regular strikes. None of Stephen's strikes were significant. All right, guys. Now, this over here was a checked kick, okay? But let's watch and see if there's no significant strikes. That's comical, that statement. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so that shot right over there to the body, that wasn't... That 1-2. This shot over here, that was checked. Okay, this is a lot of quick shit. Look at this. 1-2 right to the fucking mush. That right to the chest. Now, I need you to make your decision over here. After watching this video, does this change things a little bit? You watch the separation. You watch the two striking differences. Stephen Thompson beat Darren Till. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating job that in this video. Now it's all over and done with, and here's the reason why we shouldn't spend any more time on this video, as Stephen Thompson's still striking. Darren Till missed weight, right? So it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But the question is this, okay? This fight kind of was like a waste of all of our time. It was a waste of all of our time. There's nothing we can really do about it now. Will Darren Till be able to make 170 in the future? He said he can. The problem is this. What do we do with fighters that miss weight? Clocks hit me up on Twitter, was talking about this, saying there needs to be penalties. There needs to be something here, right? Fuck the fight. The fight's over, and I do still believe that Stephen Thompson won that fight. Doesn't matter, though. Regardless who won. If Till or Thompson won, it doesn't matter because he missed weight by so much. It don't fucking matter. The question is, what happens to the fighters that miss weight? Do they deduct a point? What do they do? Do they get suspended? What happens here? We need a more severe penalty, or maybe nothing. Maybe just keep it exactly the same. Let me know in the chat, and I will open up the phone lines over there. Let's see. Can't let it go to the judges, and that's a good point, the A side. You can never let it go to the judges. Till once is Jose Rodriguez. Won by what, though? I mean, that video was pretty evident, in my opinion. Steven does lack killer instinct, but no one is more technical than him, says Brian Blaze. Yeah, good point. Never let it go to the judges, so that Chris, no way Till won this fight. 1 strike to 0, says Brad Thompson. They played patty cakes, says Adam Quinn. I'm just playing devil's advocate to troll Chris. Rolling on the floor. Get back up and get back in the chat. Dance fighting. They should get 6 months in country jail. County jail. Country jail. County jail.
Wonderful.
All right, so since I agree with that, right? Lock him up. With Nick Diaz miss weight, you are forced to move up a division, says Olympia Lowlife. So he wants to see him forced up to in the next division. Now, let me ask you, Olympia. First offense, would you like them moved up? Let me know. I like dance fighting. The rankings shouldn't change if you miss weight, says Drunk Savage. And it doesn't look like it's really going to change much. Breakdance fighters. No, do not blame the fighter for missing weight. Blame the UFC for signing guys who cannot make weight. So Brad Thompson saying to blame the fighters. I mean, blame the UFC. Brian Blaze says rematch in the USA. Yeah, we're not going to see that, I'm pretty sure. Wonderboy 1 period, says David Flores. Brad Thompson says the UFC should have told Till he is a middleweight. Adam Quinn says Thompson interview today was enlightening. Till didn't even try to shed the pounds. And that's true. We've mentioned that as well. I mean, did he really have to at that point? He really didn't. Even worse, when Wonderboy already agreed to 3 pounds missing weight, you can't come back even heavier 3.5 pounds on the second weigh-in. This is Joey Faggoter. Till stole the fight in the 5th round with the knockdown. That's 1 round. He stole the fight. Just forget the other 4 rounds. Just forget those rounds. He knocked him down once, and that's a win right there. Till made championship weight at 175 weight class. Get rid of the BS interim title and make RDA versus Colby Covington the inaugural 165 champ. Dan, I'm 100% with you. I do believe 155, 165, 175, 185. Do it that way. Do the 5s. Get rid of the 0s. Do the 5s. Do 10-pound increments, and that's the way to do it. That's super cheating, says Joey Faggoter. If you miss weight, you lose your dollars, all of it. So Jay Smooth says, get rid of the whole fucking purse. And that's the thing. Darren Till didn't even give a fuck about missing money from his purse. He didn't care. He didn't care. He just wanted the fight to happen. So that was that. And he knew Wonderboy was going to do it. Now, listen, I'm not. It may look like I'm salty about the outcome of the fight. I believe Steven won, but it doesn't even matter. If Thompson won or Till won, it doesn't fucking matter because Till missed weight. He missed weight. So what are you going to do? It's like you can't even. It looks good on the record, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to open up the phone lines because I do like this topic, and we will be going into topics. Tough 27 is on in the background. I don't really give a fuck, but 516-522-0267. Get your calls in. We have 70 people watching and 42 likes, 20 likes. Yeah! Boom! Bruce! I've got fucking 20 likes!
Dislikes die of leprosy.
Thank you. Keep on liking this video. Thank you so much. Super chat's open if you want to donate. Dance songs, if you want to make me dance a little bit, songs in the description over there. Anyway, thank you for the patrons for supporting the show. And everyone, I hope you're all wonderful on a Wednesday night. The phone lines are now open at 516-522-0267. There's the number right there. Gucci, goo. And that's that. You can just fucking call me. Let me know what you think about Nick Diaz, Darren Till, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Ole, 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 ole. Jose, what's going on? Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Chris, man, I gotta disagree with you on pretty much everything, bro. I'm gonna say it right here now. Fuck Wonder Bread. That motherfucker, you know, his karate style is good when he fights somebody who's relatively shitty. Whenever he fucking fights somebody outside of the top 10, oh my God, he looks like fucking Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee had a fucking baby. He looks amazing, like fucking just HD TV coming at you. But once he fights somebody in the top 10 that's good, he's just fucking boring with that stupid fucking point style karate sideways shit. He's not fucking exciting. And you know what? I mean, what the fuck, dude? You can't just be backing up the whole time. And that's what you're not taking into account, Chris. It's not about the amount of strikes. It was about the octagon control. Darren Till was fucking headhunting the whole fucking time. He was cutting off the cage. He was chasing him down. And that's why he won the fucking fight. People are tired of that bullshit karate fucking defensive style. Nobody likes that shit. So that was that. But then for the boy Nick Diaz, I'm sorry, but I am Nick Diaz because he's a young Mexican-American from the Bay Area, and I have a blood loyalty to him. If that bitch got hit, she probably fucking deserved it. On the bright side, now that Nick is in legal troubles, he's going to need money to pay for his fucking lawyers. So I actually like watching him fight. So I'm excited to see him back. Boom.
There you go, Jose. Thanks for the call. There you go. Wants to see Nick Diaz back and has had enough of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and his karate stuff. Now, the one thing I do want to say is Wonderboy wasn't backing off. If you notice that he had very good footwork, his head is tough to hit because he's got that little P head, and he can slip out, reset, and he attacks. He counters. Now, there are other fighters that back up, and look to counter. Wonderboy is very slick, resetting to the middle of the cage, but he attacks with that blitz attack. I tell you what, striking-wise, I can understand people not liking the fact that Wonderboy doesn't have the ability to really put people away, even though he has. He's not the type of fighter that you go in there and you're like, yeah, first round knockout. That's not what Wonderboy does. He's very technical. And what we saw on the Darren Till fight was Wonderboy being very technical. Darren Till said in the post-fight interview, Darren Till said that everyone thought he was going to come in there and try to take his head off, and he was trying to fight smart. Darren Till did not go in there and try to take Wonderboy's head off. He admitted to it at the post-fight press conference. So I respectfully disagree. Give me a call. Let me know what you think. 516-522-0267. Let me know what you think about Stephen Wonderboy Darren Till. We also have a fight coming up this Friday, and we will be reacting to it. Rivera versus Moraes. And this one's interesting. Jimmie Rivera has this winning streak that just never stops. The problem with Rivera is people think he's boring, right? It's just ridiculous. But Jimmie Rivera, there's a lot to talk about over here. Let's take this phone call. 443, welcome to the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
I'm Smooth, and I'm here to set this shit straight.
All right.
The thing about this whole fight is, first of all, this fight was fucking terrible. It was 5 rounds of absolute shit, if we're being honest. Neither guy didn't do anything exciting. Even though you could say, yeah, Wonderboy's technical as far as landing strikes and all that, until basically just looked for his one shot. For the most part, that fight was terrible. And if you think about it, it's hard to score 4 rounds for a fight that's very uneventful. So in my eyes, when the 5th round came and Till knocked Wonder Bread on his ass, that to me showed that basically Till took that fight and he took that round.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, it was technically even, because which round can you say one guy ran away with the other one?
No one ran away with the fight. Yes, no one ran away with the fight.
Exactly. So in the 5th round, when it was pretty much do or die, when it was like somebody do something to, make themselves stand out, Till got the knockdown, and that, like, granted, it wasn't the most spectacular thing, but he put Wonder Bread on his ass.
Now,
And quite frankly, that I think was enough to take a decision. Now, the scoring was abysmal. I'll give you that. That was bullshit. 49-46 is an absolute fucking travesty. That was nothing more than home cooking right there. And Till won a split decision at best, and at worst, it should have been a draw, because honestly, the fight was not all that good.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's the I agree with a couple of things here. The fight wasn't that good. I had to watch it again because I just needed to watch it. And when I watched it again, it was actually closer than when I watched it the first time. And so I do agree that the fight was close. The problem is if you break it down from round to round, it's still tough for me to say, yeah, Till won that fight. I mean, and if it comes down to 1 round, that means you had the fight scored 2-2, right? Or did you have old draws the whole way?
Yeah, I had it dead even all the way to the last.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because here's the thing. And this is the thing that bothers me. When I look at the scorecards, the first round, I think that's the one round where I can convincingly say that Wonder Boy won it. And that was even close too, but it just seemed a little lopsided in that one when it just comes to strikes, right? And it's one judge, what was it, Andy Roberts with his 10 and fucking... That's it. That's the end. That's the end of it. The first round, yeah, there's Wonder Boy, and then it's all Till ran away with it. It's a little weird. It's a little fishy, and then you have the whole BISPING thing. It sounds fishy, but we can talk about it until we're blue in the face. The fight doesn't even matter. That's what it really comes down to. So we could all agree to disagree, but when you think about it, what's next, right? I think this is the problem. This is why Wonder Boy shouldn't have taken the fight, and Darren Till. Right, Darren Till, he had nothing to lose in this fight. He missed weight, and it is what it is. And now it's like, what do we do now? Stephen Thompson's still the #1 contender. Where does Darren Till sit at the welterweight class? We have even more questions from this fight. So that's what makes me more agitated. What do you think is next for Darren Till, Jay?
Well, first of all, he needs to fight at 185 pounds, because this is now 2 times he's missed at 170.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like he missed 170 by a pound. It's not like he just weighed at 171. He missed by 3.5 pounds. And that tells me he can no longer make championship weight at 170 pounds in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So, first, you need to move him up a weight class. That's number one. Now, he did win. So, in 185, you could probably give him somebody with some merit behind their name, but first things first, you have to move him up, because him missing weight like that was stupid. And not only was it stupid, like in terms of him embarrassing himself in front of his home country, it was stupid because he essentially cheated. Like it was almost as if he meant to do it.
It did seem like that, right? It did. It was just like, fuck it, I missed it. And you know what? I'm definitely not making weight now. Fuck it. Wonder Boy's going to take the fight. So it is what it is. I'm home. We're going to have a little fun with this guy. Now, I don't think weight made a difference in the fight. Stephen Thompson alluded to it a little bit, but I don't think that really made the difference in the fight. If you had 2 grapplers, it might have been a different story. It's still cheating, though, if you really think about it, right?
It is, because essentially at that point you're saying that he could weigh no more than 188 pounds fight night. So what you're telling me is it's going to be a welterweight versus middleweight fight.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it didn't prove to be a difference in this fight, we have seen in past fights, it definitely made the difference. Made the difference when Mackenzie Dern beat that blonde girl.
Exactly.
Made a difference when Yoel Romero knocked out Luke Rockhold. It made a difference when I remember Charles Oliveira choked out somebody after basically weighing in close to 10 pounds heavier than his opponent. This was like 2-3 years ago. But my point is, it can prove to be an advantage in any fight. And what it tells you in this fight is, Till is not a welterweight. He is a middleweight. Really, he's a light heavyweight, but he is going to be a middleweight if he's going to cut.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right, Jay, any last points? Actually, Nick Diaz. I'm sure you have a lot to say about Nick Diaz. Go for it.
I saw the video of the girl, of the alleged girl in this whole incident, and all I'm going to say is, if what he did it turns out to be true, I'm not going to hold it against him because there are scenarios where you're going to have to beat a woman. Like, for example, if she's holding one of your, like, let's say you have 3 kids with a woman, right? Let's say she's killed 2 of them in a bathtub. She's drowned 2 of them. The third one, she's, still drowned in it. The bubbles are coming up. It's not dead yet, but it's almost there. And you know for a fact 911 will not be there in time to save the 3rd kid. You know what you're going to do? You're going to run over and mafia kick that bitch in the back of the head, and you're going to save that kid from dying. It's just a parental instinct. If the mother goes crazy, the father's going to go crazy on the bitch. It happens.
It's true.
A cumin.
I would definitely, that would be my excuse to take a woman out for sure. So yeah, that's a good one right there. So I guess there's always, I would definitely Rihanna her in that instance. So yeah, so I don't know. We have to find out the details with Nick Diaz. I'm not going to light the guy on fire, but it is what it is. Let's see what happens over here. Brando says,
that's that.
Brando says Nick has 2 kids with a question mark. That's what he's going with. Anyway, yeah. What do you think about it? I mean, listen, I don't think Nick Diaz wants to fight again. I mean, I really don't think he gives 2 fucks about coming back to the UFC. I really don't think he cares anymore. I think he's going to mooch off of Nate for a little while. Nate's going to give big money fights and he's going to spend his money. I don't know. What do you think about Nick Diaz?
Yeah, I don't think Nick really gives a fuck because it's clear that he doesn't like USADA because he likes to get high every day. So I don't know how he's going to even pass a drug test. And if you really think about it, he hasn't really been proactive in trying to chase a fight. Like, at this point, if he were to do it, he's going to do it because the money's right. He's not going to do it because he's hungry. So,
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, he probably doesn't give a fuck. If anything, he's just going to be in Nate's corner and get a few sound bites.
I'm going to ask you one last thing over here. Do you have any predictions for this Rivera-Moraes fight, which is interesting? It's a very interesting bout over here of number 4, number 5.
You know what? I think it's interesting you mention that because the fight is taking place in New York. So, once again, a New York card, even though it's under the radar, I hope nothing crazy happens because of this. But barring any sort of weird rule changes or weird weight cut bullshit, I'm going to go with Jimmie Rivera.
Jimmie Rivera. Oh, wow. So, I mean, listen, the guy is on some tear right now. This guy can't lose, but you have this killer coming up. It's a fascinating fight, and they've been talking a lot of shit. Rivera knows how to win a fight. It doesn't matter if it's fun to watch or just a grinder. Jimmie Rivera always finds that way, but can he stop MARLYNN Moraes, who seems to be unstoppable right now?
I mean, it seems like he's unstoppable, but the thing is, Jimmie Rivera has a style that can take out top bantamweights at this point in time. And if you think about Moraes' knockouts, like his recent one with Aljamain Sterling, that was because he caught a lucky knee to Sterling's head, and he, ended up doing the dab on the floor. But the guy's still a great fighter. It's just that a couple of his knockouts have been more flash, whereas Jimmie is actually able to work his way to a finish. So I just think Jimmie with a better style is going to take over Moraes. It's going to be a great fight, but I think Jimmie's going to finish him inside 5 rounds.
There you go. I like that prediction over there. All right, Jay, any last words?
Yeah, man, once we get through with this card, we got the big card in Chicago. That's just going to be fucking crazy.
That's fucking fire. I cannot wait. And, of course, we were going to watch it for CM Punk, right? That's what we're doing?
We're going to watch all 20 seconds of it.
By the way, that poster, man, if someone could drop that poster on the message board, the one where it's got fucking the main event, co-main event, and then all of a sudden you see CM Punk with Michael Jackson. It's like, what are we doing here? I got to find that fucking poster. Oh, my God. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, Jay. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for the call.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. All right. So, Super Chat.
Trained by day, MMA-Holes by night, all day.
All right. Trained by day, MMA-Holes by night, all day, grinding in the shadows with the wonderful Super Chat. What the fuck? What is this over here? Let's get rid of that. Hold on a second. Boop. There we go. Get rid of that. Thank you, Grinding in the Shadows, showing you how it's done. We have 85 people watching. Thank you so much for watching me. If you want to like this video, there's the place to do it. You slap that like. We play songs every 20 likes. Donations down below. Super Chat, $, tickle that thing. Interrupt the show at any time. Link in the description for some songs. Play some fucking songs. You could come on Ronda, slap CRIS CYBORG, and do whatever the fuck you want. Link down below. We're going to read a couple of more comments from the chat. We're going to do some topics. The phone lines are still open at 516-522-0267. The MMA Holes website is live. There I am. All right, let me shut myself off. I'm paused. Why am I talking? And then all of a sudden, that's me. All right. Anyway, I can't mute it. 414, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
You already know who it is. All thumbs down.
All thumbs down. Now, listen, don't mount me too soon into this call, okay? Get your point out, and then you can mount me.
All right, cool. All right, so how can Cyborg's coach slap the dog shit and razor blades off of her and get away with it? But Nick just wants to deep throw the little woman in, and all of a sudden he gets caught for choking her and gets arrested.
That is true. Cyborg, well, I think that was a willing slap. It was almost like a sexual slap. I don't know what it was, but yeah, he really open hand fucking took it to her. But Cyborg, I think she's got nuts, if I'm not mistaken. She has an Adam's apple, so I think you get a pass.
Man, she must have some serious nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and talk about this Rivera Moraes fight. So Rivera has this little points game in his book that just seems to beat everybody. He beat up Uriah Faber. He choked him out. He beat up a couple other guys, you know. He's just getting away with it for somehow.
Mm-hmm. He is. He does have a little system here. Some say boring, right? Some don't like his style, but his style just brings W's.
Super
and so does
chat.
Jose Rodriguez with the $2 super chat.
Golden State Warriors champ SETI.
Did they win? Holy shit, Jose. Thank you for the donation over there. Did the Golden State Warriors? I totally gave up on basketball this year after my Pistons lost. Do you know all thumbs down? What happened?
So first thing I want to say is Golden State Warriors, fuck them.
Okay, fuck
We're
them.
not even going to play with those guys.
Yeah, fuck them.
But, yeah, man, this is an MMA stream.
That's right.
Don't be talking about them, but keep up the super chat, guys.
Yeah.
So the next thing is with Nick Diaz. There's no reason for him to come back. There's just too many humpers in the 170. You got Usman. You got Tyron Woodley's humping ass. Tyquil Woodley. You got who's that other guy? Kobe Worthless Covington. Hopefully I get to see Filthy Animal in the chat. And hopefully you sign that contract soon because I can't wait to see you in Chicago.
All right. Thanks for the call. There's it. All thumbs down. Calling in. All right. So, yeah, here is the rankings. Kamaru Usman jumps up 2 spots to number 5. Robbie Lawler goes up 1. Not sure how the fuck that happens. Masvidal drops down to 7. Darren Till stays as is, and Stephen Thompson stays as is. I was watching on UFC Tonight or whatever the hell it's called. People are saying that Darren Till should jump to number 2, and I don't know. Like I said before, when it comes to the Stephen Thompson Till fight, the missing of the weight, how do you move these guys around right yet? There's a lot of questions in what's next for Darren Till. Not a title shot. Definitely not a title shot. But we still have this fight over here, Covington versus Dos Anjos, which is the co-main event. Hold on, let's go to the schedule. The co-main event of UFC 225, right, which is a banging card. Banging card. Because it has CM Punk, right? Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful.
CM Punk. But no, look at this card, man. Yoel Romero versus Robert Whittaker, part deuce. Dos Anjos versus Covington. Yes, I'm involved in that and invested in that heavily. Home welcomes Megan Anderson to the UFC, and Megan, well, she was the one that they were saying, throw it to CRIS CYBORG. Nope, you got to get past Holly Holm first before you can see CRIS CYBORG. Andrei Arlovsky is getting fed to Tuivasa. So that should be fun, watching Orlovsky's face get plummeted into the fucking mat and bludgeoned. That should be great. And CM Punk, the GOAT, fighting Mike Jackson. That's right. Michael Jackson is back. He doesn't have his glove on, but he's there. He's going to molest some kids and probably beat up CM Punk. Got a very good preliminaries over here. A lot of interesting stuff, but here's the deal. Oh, by the way, Oliveira jumps in, gets the fight even better against Clay Guida. Love this fight. Oliveira versus Guida is the second fight on the pre-prelims. UFC 225 is fucking banging. Something else that is banging this Friday, keep an eye out because New York is where it's out. Utica, New York. And Gregor the Gift Gillespie, who is 11-0-0, will be fighting Vince Pitchell. Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Exactly. But Gregor the Gift Gillespie is on a fucking tear. Let me look at Vince. You know, I haven't even, or Vink, however you say his name. He is 35. Oh, yeah, Gillespie's going to have fun with this guy. But 4 straight wins, a unanimous KO in the first round, unanimous decision. What the fuck? Loses his UFC debut with a knockout in the first round, and then boom, 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 all 4. We got 2 guys on a little bit of a tear over here. Now, he is 35 years young, but he will be fighting Gregor the Gift Gillespie, and I think this fight over here could be fight of the night. You know what? I'm going to go out and say it. This will be fight of the night. Gregor versus Vince Pitchell. Keep an eye on this shit over here. This is going to be a fun one. This card is sneaky fun. It's not like, oh my God, let me stop everything that I'm doing. It's sneaky fun, this card. It's Friday night, and we will be talking about it. Pitchell is no joke, says Steve Sparks. Yeah, just looking at it. Derns Derriere is clapping and banging, says Van Shipman. Thank you, Van Shipman, for that contribution. We're going to take one more call and go into topics. 516-522-0267. Also, stay tuned because we have Mystic Moss made another appearance in the MMA Takedown. I'm going to be showing that video very shortly. We're going to do a little bit of a raid over there, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to Jessie Belle Hill. She's right there. Jessie Belle Hill doesn't fucking care. JBH will be doing the live after show. Like this video so we can play the 20 more like song. We have 52 likes. Unacceptable with 80 people watching. So I want all of you to fucking take your fingers and like the video right now. Kenshiro Ryu, welcome back to the MMA-Holes. Now, I'm sure you have some stuff to say here about Darren Till and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, so let it out.
Well, I got money against the Gift.
Okay, I like this. Now, I'm not very familiar with this Vince guy, but I just looked at his record. He's on a 4-fight win streak. Tell me why you're betting against the Gift.
Well, the other guy has, I think, one more fight winning streak in UFC than the Gift. Plus he's also paying like plus 400 something.
Mm-hmm. So, Gregor, we're going to go look at the stats. 4-fight win streak coming into the UFC, unanimous KO, submission, KO, 2 first rounds, 1 second round. We just looked at the stats of his opponent. He also looks to be very impressive, but let's see the odds. And yeah, minus 450 plus 350. Yeah, so you're just going with the odds on this one over here, and why not? A guy's on a 4-fight win streak.
Well, you bet $75, you're gonna win like 300 back. Plus, you know, like I said, it's a 50-50 fight, so bet on the big money.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't hate that. I really don't hate that. Gregor the Gift looks like he is the real deal, but he hasn't truly been tested yet. His opponent over here looks tough, and he convincingly wins. So why not? Why not go for a guy that's 11-1-0, has some UFC time under his belt? The only negative is he is 35 years old, but who knows? You never know, right? And actually, Gregor's in his 30s too, if I'm not mistaken. Was he 33 or some shit? He's 31. So, I mean, they're both in their 30s, but not a bad bet there, Ken. I like that one.
Plus, I got 75 on Jared Brooks.
So you're going Brooks for the win. How much you putting on that?
He's underdog too, even though his record is like much higher than his opponent. You know?
Mm-hmm. There he is. Got a little ginger thing going on over there. He is the underdog. Let's see the odds on that one. I'm curious. I'm too much of a pussy to bet, so I'm just going to live vicariously through you. All right, so there you go. I hope you win. Anything else on your mind, Ken?
I got 140 on Jimmie Rivera. You know, he's got decision Moraes because Marlon would have to knock Jimmie Rivera out, and Jimmie's head is bigger than my ass, so no one's going to knock him out.
There you go. Yeah, you know, so you're saying Moraes is going to knock him out?
He's not, because I got $140 on Jimmie to win the decision.
Okay. You know what? Look at his statisticals over here. Jimmie Rivera. This guy, was he on like a 70-fight win streak or some shit? This guy's been
20 or 21.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. But like you said, his UFC debut was the first round knockout, and then it's a decision party. The only thing is, if you look at the people he's fought, I mean, he's fought some significant guys. Almeida, Faber, whoever this guy is, Laurie, I'm not sure who that is, Pedro Munoz. But they're all The last 3 were unanimous decisions, and one was a fight of the night. Jimmie Rivera is no joke. He really is no joke here. So why not? If you're going for a decision, it's tough to say he's not going to get it. He's fighting a tough guy, but if he could shut down that power.
He could probably beat up Wonder Bread. You know?
You think so, huh? Jimmie Rivera?
He could decision Wonder Bread.
135.
Yeah. He's actually aggressive with the low kicks.
Well, there you go. Jimmie by... all right, fine. I'm not going to argue it. Okay. Anything else on your mind, Kenshiro Ryu?
Yeah, never put money on Wonder Bread.
All right. Well, you would know better than anyone else, right? So I guess you can hang your hat.
His father raised him to be a pussy, you know?
Yeah.
His dad raised him to be a pussy, okay?
So don't bet on him because he's gay? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's just a pussy.
No, he's a pussy. All right. Okay, there you go. All right, Ken, thanks for the call. We just found out that Wonder Boy is a faggot. Not my words. Not my words. But anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have 1 more hour left in the show, so let's keep the party going over here. We're going to go into topics, but before we go into topics, I want to do one thing over here. We have friends called the MMA Takedown. And there it is. I got a little pen that says the MMA Takedown. I'm going to drop the link. And now this is what I want us to do over here. We have 74 people watching. Tough 27s happening over there. Topics. We will take some more phone calls. Thank you for the donations as well. Al Iaquinta, everybody, says Cody Stowers. Marlon looks like Ashley Evans Smith. All right. He does. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to go to the... I'm going to give this... We gave this channel a pop once before. The MMA Take...
Super chat.
Super chat.
Don't be scared, homie.
Don't be scared, homie. Don't be scared, homie. I'm going to fucking strangle you. Thank you, Grinding in the Showers. You are... Showers. I keep on calling them showers. I just changed your name to Grinding in the Showers.
Wonderful.
Grinding in the Shadows. You're wonderful, wonderful with the 420 super chat. Now, guys, Grinding in the Shadows, here's a recommendation. If you are going to drop a 420 donation, I see what you're doing over there. Down below is the 420 Nate Diaz donation. You might want to do that. 420 Nate Diaz pops up. Link in the description. But thank you so much for the donations. I do appreciate it. You are wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful. All right, let's look at the, let's see, this is the, oh, by the way, real quick, we posted something on the community over here. This is awesome. When you hit 10,000 subscribers, well, you can put whatever the fuck you want on YouTube. This is the little feature that they give you. So I'm just dropping fucking memes over here. And I said, caption this. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to see some of the captions over here. All right, here we go. Make this maybe perhaps a segment. The best caption gets a fucking blowjob. I don't know. All right, here we go. Here we go. Chicken fights won't impress her, Wonderland. Or Wonder Lad. You're right, Darren. Let's touch gloves instead. I fucked that up. Let me try it again. Chicken fights won't impress her, Wonder Lad. You're right, Darren. Let's touch gloves instead. Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Dude, you're killing me. No, thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Darren. Okay, here we go. Me eyes are too close together, lad. I can't see nothing. And there he is. See? And they are pretty close together. That's from Trisket H.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hey, sexy. Look at us. We're trying to get your attention. Look. Damn it. Obviously, it's not working. Says Ann H.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There we go. Okay, what else we got here? I love you. Live screams. And also, this meme is so funny. All right, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Any cunt can get it. Fuck. Any cunt can get it. There you go. There's the... We'll look at one more over here. You spin dick her low. I'll spin dick her high. Then we get confused about who finished first.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. So it goes on and on the community. You can check that out. Thank you for your submissions over there. But anyway, the MMA Takedown. Let's see. Let's go on YouTube. The YouTubes over here. Search it. The MMA Takedown. Now, we had a little blitz on them. I'm going to put the link to the channel in the live chat so we can all go over there and spam. Okay, we're all going to go over to the MMA Takedown and say the MMA-Holes say hello. Here we go. Now, this here is the Bellator Heavyweight Grand Prix fans' opinions, and you may know a certain person in this video. You may notice a certain person. If you do know who that person is, I want you to drop that person's name in the live chat. Here we go. The MMA, ready? The MMA Takedown. Shout out to those guys. They're really doing some cool stuff. Fuck it. Yeah.
A cumin.
A cumin.
A cumin. A cumin.
A
cumin.
A cumin.
A cumin.
Yes.
Fap.
A cumin.
Fap.
I'm not sure how familiar you are with Bellator, how you feel about the Bellator heavyweight tournament.
I'm very familiar because I'm a huge Fedor fan, and I like the tournament idea. I think the UFC needs to implement that because it just makes for a better viewing experience for the fan.
Tournament they have going on, it's an interesting thing.
I think it's a little long, but it's good. You got some
Looks like people like the tournament, the Bellator, and this music makes me want to just jerk off.
got some good competition there.
It's cool that it's an open heavyweight.
I like the way this guy shrugged his shoulders. He's like, "Oh, golly gee, watch."
It's cool that it's an open,
Hold on. Well, he asked me a question. All right, ready?
Competition in there.
It's cool that it's an open heavyweight tournament. Ryan Bader came down from the UFC, so he should have a good shot at winning the thing.
It's all right so far. We'll see how it ends up.
I guess it's drawing in a couple eyes, but it seems like it's all guys that are older and over the hill, past their prime type thing. It doesn't seem like real accurate competition.
This is the MMA Takedown. Go check out the channel. They have 96 subscribers. Let's get them at least over 100 subscribers. I'm going to drop the link right after this video is played.
Oh, man, the Grand Prix. Okay, so I was shocked by Fedor. I was shocked. 41 years old, knocks out Frank Mir. I didn't see it coming. Neither did Frank Mir.
It's really spread out.
Get it? Neither did Frank Mir.
Wonderful.
But I really like the fighters that are going into it.
Heavyweight fights are always fun, Yeah, bring it on.
It's cool that guys who are no longer relevant in the UFC or who have, taken different paths. It's just cool that there's another platform for those guys to compete and perform.
Problem is, it's like 10 years too old. I think that's fun because it kind of keeps the older guys around so they can retire with a little bit of dignity, a little bit of money.
I'm kind of mad King Mo lost. He was my favorite, but other than that, I think it's a great idea.
Boy, did King Mo lose. Jesus Christ.
I think the tournament's great. I think the Chael Sonnen thing, people are complaining about the whole humping.
I can't believe how good looking I am. It's just ridiculous. Hold on. Let me just... Hold on a second.
What's his face? Rampage Jackson.
There's me thinking. It looks like I'm about to push out a shit. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, look at me. I'm taking an oxygen and answering a question. Everybody fap right now?
Fap.
Okay, back to the... All right.
Wonderful.
I like it. I like the gimmick of Bellator. I think that the UFC needs a yin to its yang, so I like the way what Bellator is doing.
I think it's dope. I think it's pretty cool. You got just legends, and then for me, the legends. Rampage is one of my favorites.
I'm a Fedor fan from way back in the day, so I'm hoping Fedor takes it all.
It just shows who's a real champion, not somebody getting picked to get a shot.
There you go.
I definitely love the Bellator format.
All right, so the MMA Takedown is the name of the channel. I'm going to give him another pop over here. Come on, guys. Let's give him some likes. Go say hello from the MMA-Holes. Drop it in the comments section down below. And just say hello. Be nice. Be as nice as possible. If you want to be a dick, whatever you want to do. But say you're an MMA-Hole and say shout out to the MMA Takedown over there. You guys are wonderful. All right, here's the link. The MMA Takedown. I'm dropping it in the live chat. Also with my lovely co-host, Jessie Bell Hill, who's doing it as well. Go subscribe to Jessie Bell Hill. It is a cool channel. They do some cool stuff. I met them at, what was it? CES New York. They were outside asking questions. If you're in the New York area by an MMA event, chances are you're going to see these guys asking questions. So if you guys or gals are on one of these videos, make sure you send me the video, and I will play it live on the show. And we'll do that. Yin to his yang. Whoops, stop this fucking AD music. All right. Anyway, maybe I might have changed the music. I might have done that. I try to better my life, so one day a month I give people compliments. This is Joey Faggoter.
Wonderful.
I'm going to compliment you, Joey Faggoter. Joey Faggoter, you're a good man or woman and I appreciate everything you do for the channel. So keep up the good work, my friend. You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go into topics for a second. Make sure you say hello to the MMA Takedown. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the time of the show for... Bam, bam, bam. Everybody! Topics. TGIW! Two more likes. We play the 20 like song. Thank you for watching. You are all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Welcome to our Wednesday show. If you're like, what am I watching right now? You're watching an MMA show that has Tough 27 on in the background. I'll be paying attention a little bit to those fights over there. We do this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This Friday is a special Friday. It will be Fukoff Friday / Fight Buddies. Huh? That's right. Fukoff
Wonderful.
Fukoff Friday / Fight Buddies. So we're going to be doing that this Friday. We're going to do the points game. We're going to watch some fights. It's going to be a complete shit show. 20 likes.
20 likes.
Yeah! I've got fucking 20 likes. Kill them fucking dislikes. Only one dislike, dying of leprosy. All 62 of you are wonderful. What's up, Marky Wahoo? Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show. The MMA-Holes.com. If you have not jumped in on the MMA-Holes.com, this will be your place. This will be the place for the most exciting shit going on. Look at that. There's me enjoying. Why can't I put the volume down on this? I don't know what that's about. Anyway, we are live streaming on the website as well. There is a message board over here where all you knuckleheads put some fucking stupid shit over there, and I love it. There's our message board. Let me just take a peek before we get into topics. Marky Wahoo did a little video. Maybe I'll play that in a sec. This is actually really nice over here before we get into topics. Shout out to Marky Wahoo. A serious shout out over here. He dropped this on the MMA Holes message board. And I have to say, we are an AZ bunch over here. And we put in a lot of work here on the MMA Holes. You may just think this is some motherfucker just on YouTube being an idiot entertaining 75 people right now. But no, that's not the case. It takes a little bit more to get these shows going and flowing. But I fucking love it. I love the grind. There is. The MMA Takedown is in the chat over there. Go check out the MMA Takedown. Subscribe to their channel. And yeah, that's it. Good job over there. MMA Takedown having a goddamn celebrity on their show. I don't know. I missed you at the freaking the Triton fights. Where were you? I was waiting outside. I was like, where's the MMA Takedown? I want to be in their next video. They're not here. Ah!
Wonderful.
Anyway, the MMAHoles.com, Marky Wahoo drops in and puts it on the message board and says this. The MMA Holes just want to say thank you. You all for the laughs. There we go. Thank you all for the laughs. I fucked that up. You guys and gals are great. The stars aligned for this shit show from top to bottom, from the idea to the work put in, and all of you that continue to support this one-of-a-kind masterpiece. I fucking love you. Be proud and be yourself. That's what makes this special. And has some hearts with, it looks like, what is that? It's like black hands making a heart. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Marky Wahoo, you are wonderful. Now, we do have a blog section, a news section. We dropped the breaking news, and shout out to JBH for putting the stories together. She does a fantastic job over here. There's Nick Diaz's mugshot. We spoke about that. We will open up the phone lines. If you want to get your opinions in the chat room, anywhere, we'll still talk about that as we wind down the show with the phone lines and the live chat and blah, 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 blah. Dana White, check this out. All right, click. There we go. The MMA Holes latest. This website's beautiful. Rate the MMA Holes waysite. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I had a little too much caffeine. Maybe that did it. I tried to stop drinking caffeine. And I had like a pre-workout and I had a Catalyst Mint. But no more. I'm going to stop with the caffeine tonight. Dana White, there's plenty of places out there that will take Yair Rodriguez. So as you know or don't know, Yair Rodriguez got cut by the Dunzo. See you later. And Dana White says there's plenty of places out there that will take Yair Rodriguez. So, okay. It's bizarre. Now, thinking about this a little bit longer, I say to myself, see, look, NH subscribe to the MMA Takedown. There you go. Look at that. We're not just assholes over here. We actually do nice things. We subscribe to other channels. If you're not a cunt, we'll subscribe to your channel. If you are a cunt, you know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. We will not subscribe to your channel. You can go fuck yourself. You could sit on this and rotate on it in circles on my finger. And I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to wipe the shit off my finger, and then do this to your face. Or then I'm going to put the shit back on my finger. I'm going to shove it up your nose. Anyway.
Wonderful.
Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez is gone. He's cuffed from the he's cucked from the UFC. Now it looks like, and it sounds like, Bellator is the place for Yair to go. But what do you guys and gals think in the chat? Do you think if a fighter is turning down fights, and these seem like good fights that he was offered, do you think if a fighter turns down multiple fights that the UFC says, get the fuck out of here, they have a right to do that? Former UFC fighter Yair Rodriguez has recently been cut by the UFC for neglecting to take up a set of fight offers from UFC President Dana White. Rodriguez was offered fighters Ricardo Lamas and Zabit. I'm not going to even say his name, but we know who Zabit is. He's an up-and-coming Ruski from the East Coast, and he's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Two good fights over here. Two good fights. Puts, you know, the Mexican back up the rankings over here, and he says, no, I'm not going to take it. No! So that's it. Who is this? Richard DiBiase says, no reason other than to show the double standards that the UFC has. People like Yair Rodriguez and Leslie Smith, who was another one who was all pissed off, refuses to take a fight and they get fired, while Conor McGregor starts a melee in Brooklyn and stays on the roster, even after a very public arrest. Now, Richard, Mr. Richard, are you fucking retarded, Richard? It should be retarded, DiBiase, because let's be honest. Of course they're going to let Conor get a slide. The guy brings in millions and millions of dollars. Like, what are they going to do? Oh, my God, Yair Rodriguez threw a fucking hand truck through a window. It's not a dolly. It's a hand truck, by the way. It's a hand truck. I should make a shirt. It's a hand truck with a hand truck on it. I'd wear that shirt. Anyway, Yair Rodriguez is not bringing all the asses to the seats. No one gives a fuck. Maybe if you have a fight in Mexico or something like that, maybe you can fill a stadium with the Yair Rodriguez. He was electrifying at one point and got exposed by Frankie the Answer Edgar. How the fuck are you going to compare Leslie Smith and Yair Rodriguez to Conor McGregor? What are we doing here? Leslie, hello. Richard DiBiase, I'm looking at fucking the chat. What are we doing here, Richard? Like, seriously, what is going on? What are we doing? Stop it. Stop it. This is Yair Rodriguez. Let's see what Mexi says. Golden Boy Boxing, if Oscar De La Hoya is smart, the first thing he should do if he gets into MMA is sign Yair Rodriguez for his MMA company after Yair Rodriguez was unjustly fired by Dana White. UFC, Yair is an MMA fighter with tons of potential. He is 10, 2, and 6.
Super chat.
WMMA, what's up?
Combate Americas made Yair an offer, then withdrew it. Very strange.
Oh, wow. Look at that. WMMA scene is one of the most interesting MMA holes because this one comes in with facts and says Combate America made Yair an offer and then withdrew it. That is strange. What is up with Yair Rodriguez? What is up with Yair Rodriguez? Now, listen, I don't want to see anyone lose their job, right? That's not what, I'm not saying, hey, fire him. No one should lose their job, right? I understand where the UFC is coming from, and I understand where Yair is coming from. But we have a jury of misfits inside this chat room over here. So I want to know from the MMA holes, what do we do with fighters that refuse fights? Should they axe them, or should they keep them on the roster and baby them? What do you think about, like, people that they give these exceptions to? The people that bring in all the big bucks. Is it all about the money? Let me know in the chat right now. Give fighters salaries and fight money, says Duke Chronic. Fake news, real news, says Sean Hart. Everyone is replaceable, says Stelio too. Yair could have Mexico backing him, says Duke Chronic. All I ever hear is, oh, super chat. That's right. That says, oh, super chat. That's right. You guys are making us all. You know, that is one of the things of the show. And thanks to Felony, when Felony came on, Charles Bennett, Super Chat, for some reason, it gets stuck in your head. That's what a lot of things get stuck in your head on this show. Oh, well. Let's see. More slapping and choking, says Steve Johnson. Alberto Del Rio needs to cut the check for Yair. And that is another thing that they were talking about. This has nothing to do with that comment, but the Oscar De La Hoya thing. He is looking to start an MMA promotion. Maybe he takes the Oscar De La Hoya. Listen, I think that Yair Rodriguez does have an upside. He's very young and has the potential. We don't know yet. Frankie Edgar, the old dude, just he murked him. So that kind of knocks him down a little bit. I would have liked him to see him still on the UFC roster and see what he was about. But if you're going to turn down these big fights and it moves you up the rankings, you don't want to take him, then what do we care, right? I don't even understand why you would not want to fight. I always want to fight, says Joey Faggoter. There you go. Follow the money, says Brad Thompson. Steve Johnson says, pin him down and pour cans of corn into his behind.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You could always rely on Steve Johnson for that. Give fighters a list of people they want to fight and hand it to everyone 6 months, says Duke Chronic. That might get a little tricky after a while. It could be tough to do. Dana makes it known it's about money, says Marky Wahoo. And it is, right? Let's be honest. You spend, $4 billion on the company. They got to make their money back. And their golden boy, Conor McGregor, might get arrested. Ronda Rousey leaves and goes to the WWE. And you got CM Punk on the main card of UFC 225. So clearly they're looking to make some money back. Although Dana White did make mention, and he's never lost, but apparently this is the truth. I don't know how true this is. But Dana White said that last year they made record numbers. It wasn't a down year for the UFC. In fact, it was one of their best years. I don't know. But apparently there's proof of this. We'll see. Who knows? Who cares? Oscar De La Hoya would soak his panties if he had Yair under his banner. I see what you did there, Jay. Other options is 1 year, no sponsor money. If you didn't fight for a year, there has to be something, right? Two things. If you miss weight, there needs to be some sort of penalty. And if you turn down fights, I think that too. Sean Hart says, Chris got that wrong, Steve Johnson. What did I get wrong? Anyway, cut the Putang ass, says Cole Cooney. MMA might be in the Olympics next too, says Duke Chronic. Yeah, I did hear about that. And what do you guys think about that? That's a good statement over there. MMA in the Olympics. You have wrestling, you have boxing. Why not mixed martial arts? They say it is a done deal. It is a done deal that mixed martial arts will be in the Olympics. And I say yes, I would like to see that. Would you like to see mixed martial arts in the Olympics? Yes or no? Yair should go to Triton Fights. Staley, that's an amateur organization. Have him call Forehead at Triton. There you go. All right, so call Forehead at Triton Fights. Steve Johnson. What did he say? Hold on a second. I missed what Steve said. I'm going to go back. Pin him down and pour cans of corn is behind. All right, I don't even know what he's talking about. All right, Old Thumbs Down says, the MMA-Holes, no trash talk. I'm going to Chicago card. Where do I meet you? Well, there was a very small chance of me going to the UFC 225 card. It comes down to money, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. If it's on the East Coast over here, New York, Jersey, even if there was like a Pennsylvania card or some shit like that, there's more of an opportunity. Chicago, I was thinking about it. We were very, very close to making a move. I was going to go with V-neck, and that kind of fell through. It comes down to the cash. That's what it comes down to. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry. The Fight Buddies are here. We will be traveling soon, though. We are looking into how we can fund something like this. We're going to be working on some sponsorships. So thanks to the patrons and all that shit over there. That helps the situation. But once we get that ball rolling, we will be moving on Fight Buddies and doing some. That'd be fucking awesome. Like go to a location, do Fight Week, do Fight Buddies with you guys. How could it go wrong? Mike Fitz. What the fuck? Mike fucking Fitz? Oh, man. It passed over here. It is a goddamn miracle. The Mike Fitz is back in the chat. We haven't seen this young man in a long time. Holy shit. You know what's funny, Mike Fitz? I found your MMA-Holes. What was it called? Your quiz that you did months ago, like a while ago. And I took it again and I failed. But that was good stuff. Mike Fitz, welcome back. Yes, beeps is Sean Hart. MMA in the Olympics might have a lot of political influences behind judges' decisions, says Jay Smooth. MMA in Olympics would be awesome, says Brian Blaze. Chi-Town, too risky, you could get killed. I've been to Chicago. It's a lovely place over there. It's wonderful, wonderful. Chi-Town. Should I go to Chi-Town? Let me know in the chat. Would you like me to go to Chi-Town? Let me know. I'm going to wait here until you let me know. When we hit 80 likes, we will play the 20 like song. So 80 likes, we play the 20 likes song. I should just wait here for you to like it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit here. Greg Oden Blade says, I am Mike Fitz. It's like Negan is in the chat. There you go. Anyway, let's move on to some more topics over here. Check it out on the MMAHoles.com. It is wonderful, wonderful. How many people in the chat have been to the MMAHoles.com? Slap me with a 1 right now so I know if you've been there. Check it out. And it's actually kind of cool, man. We can hang out after the show and shoot the shit. All posts over here. Let's see what else we got on. We got the CM Punk thing. Another thing, we didn't touch base on this, but Michael Bisping retiring. How about that? Michael Bisping retiring. Holy shit, the count is done. That's it. He says he retired because of his eye, you know. He's a little nervous about getting that eye all fucked up, you know, and rightfully so. He's getting a little long in the tooth. He should have never taken that Kelvin Gastelum fight on short notice, so it sucks for him. But now he's not coming back. Are you upset that Michael Bisping retired, or do you think Michael Bisping will be back? Let me know in the chat. I kind of missed the count. I wish the count was still fighting. I know he's... Listen, he made his little quick run with the Luke Rockhold thing. He defended the belt. Michael the Count Bisping, are you bummed that he's gone? Look at all the people. Greg Oden Blaze, Drunk Savage, all thumbs down, Wicked World, the Go Blue Dude, Allman Brothers, Marky Wahoo Kings,
Your Mother's Ring,
Brando, Sean Hart. A lot of people have been over there on the MMA Holes website. If you have not been to the MMA Holes website, what the fuck are you waiting for? Jesus Christ. What are you waiting for? Get your asses over there to the MMAHoles.com, where we are live streaming as well on the MMAHoles.com. A whole bunch of shit over here. We have a message board. We have the blogs as well. There we go. Check that out for latest stories. We have a Pick'em League. If you haven't jumped in our Pick'em League, we're jumping Goat Milk, the MMA Holes Pick'em League. We have merchandise. You can check it out over there. Patrons. Yo, shout out. I haven't given a proper shout out to our patrons. All right. Proper shout out to our patrons. We have packages over here. You can check it out on the MMAHoles.com. You don't have to join in. For as low as $2, you can be a patron and be entered into a private Discord. And here's the deal. The patrons are fucking awesome. Really, I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even, like, explain how humbled I am that people actually jump into our patrons. So shout out to you guys and gals that are part of our patrons. And if you are patrons, let me see fucking eggplants in the chat, because you people are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Check this out. Due to YouTube being a bunch of cunts and demonetizing 95% of our YouTube videos, we, the MMA Holes, look to you for help. For as low as $1 a month, you can become a Patreon and support the greatest show on YouTube. With this money, we will reinvest in the channel, pump out more content, and piss off the competition. It's really cold, and I'm sitting in the snow. This I do for you. Fuck, I forgot my gloves. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your continuous support. I'm getting sleepy. It's sad. Become a Patreon, and let's dominate YouTube. Dramatic head dip. That's right. That's right, on our website, link in the description as well. If you guys want to support the MMA Holes, there it is. There it is. The MMA Holes on Patreon. I sat in the snow to make that. That's right. Wonderful, wonderful. I see some eggplants in the chat. You guys are all wonderful, wonderful. I do appreciate the patrons over there. Thank you so much. Thank you to the live chat and the likes over here. It's time to open up the phone lines. I do have Tough 27 on in the corner over here. The phone lines are now open. 516-522-0267. Make sure you check out JBH's channel. She is our moderator. There is a link in the description, and she will be live in 35 more minutes. So stay tuned for that. The floor is yours. If you want to talk about the Rivera fight this weekend versus Moraes, well, that is something to talk about. Well, it's Friday night. We'll be live reacting to that. Let me know what you think about this man over here. Nick Diaz, do you want to even see him in the MMA Holes anymore? Wonderboy, Till, anything. Ole, 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 ole. Jose, what's up?
Hey, man, I hadn't called in a couple days, so, you know, I had to call back real quick. What I wanted to talk about was a little bit of a different topic. And I'm really late on this one. I wanted to call in before, but I've been real busy and shit. Do you remember the Damian Maia Usman card? There was an undefeated fighter there at 205 named Dominic Reyes. I don't know if you watched that fight, man, but I wanted to talk about, you know, undefeated fighters in the UFC. So obviously Khabib is fucking far, far, far and above number one. I would say that right there, you know, right on his fucking, knocking at the door is Brian Ortega. And then, of course, Till, until he fucking missed weight, because, you know, he only has one tie. And then kind of in the background, you got Sean O'Malley. But, man, if you saw this fucking Dominic Reyes guy, big fucking 205er, strong dude, wins a lot of his fights by fucking finish. And I paid attention to this dude. I don't know why, but just I was watching that event, and I was paying attention to this guy. And Chris, man, his fucking head movement and his feints are sick. This dude is a good fucking boxer. Like, dude, he was moving around, you know, laterally. He was throwing feints. And, dude, he's quick as fuck. For a 205er, for a big, solid-sized 205er, this fucking dude, man, he was lightning quick, and he fucking put the guy out. So I don't know if did you watch that guy?
I did, and in fact, I picked him in that fight. Dominic Reyes goes to 9-0. He's been finishing his opponents. He looks very, very slick, like you said. First round, all three fights. I have them up on the screen. Cannonier, Kimball, and Christensen. Yeah, I mean, how could you? And here's the thing. The fight against this Cannonier, right? Cannonier coming out of the Ultimate Fighter. Cannonier is actually not that bad. Cannonier is he's very, very dangerous. And this dude Reyes just comes over and is like, nope, I got you, buddy. First round, take you out. He is super slick, and he is someone to look out for. It's a good call over there. Now, Jose, what do you think is next for a guy like Dominic Reyes? Do you think he's sitting at number 12? Do you think he gets a top 5 fighter, or does he need to get another lower ranked guy?
No. I think that would be a bad move. The reason being is that you got to understand now is that the UFC's got to get real fucking smart with how they bring guys along. Think about this, Chris. How did they bring along John Jones, the greatest light heavyweight ever? John Jones is a fucking perfect case study of how they should bring fighters along. Because if you go back and look at John Jones's career, they brought him along slowly, and they were giving him fights that you know he was going to win until he fucking finally got that crack at the fucking title. I think it's the same thing with this guy. Let's be honest, dude. Light heavyweight it's usually not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, there's not as many big guys on planet Earth. So with somebody like him who's undefeated and who's a fucking finisher, because, you know, it's all about excitement, man. And that was like the big criticism of this weekend's event is that they were just fucking, you know, point fighting, and that shit was boring. This dude he's proven he's a fucking finisher. All his fights in the UFC, he's finishing guys in the first round. So definitely give him somebody between number 5 and 10. Give him a fucking fight, and maybe even give him 2 fights. Give him back-to-back between 5 and 10 guys, and then, start moving them up and giving them a crack. But I'm excited, dude, because I really noticed this fucking guy is fast for his size, and he has really good feints. His head movement and the way he was setting shit up. He's really fucking skilled, and I'm high on this guy. I think he's going to fucking make a name for himself.
All right, Jose, thanks for the call. Jose jumping in, talking about Dominic Reyes over here. That was actually a really good call. Shout out to Jose. This is what I like with Jose, right? He can bring the cringe, which I enjoy, because we have over here the live cringe chat, right? Very cringy. It's wonderful, wonderful. The cringier, the better. Guacamole. By the way, the chat room's the best. There's a perfect dynamic when Jose calls, and hit me with the ones if you like when Jose calls. I know you guys fuck around with him a lot, but here's the deal. When Jose calls, he brings the humor, and he also brings some knowledge. And talking about this guy, Dominic Reyes, who the fuck's going to call in and talk about this guy? But it's a good call. The guy is 9-0. Finishes all of his opponents, all 3 of them, and Cannonier is his latest victim. And now he's sitting at number 12 at light heavyweight. I like this call over here. I also like the chat room who jumps in and says some funny shit when Jose calls. But you can't disregard what he said over here. Dominic Reyes can be a potential contender over here. Look at the people above him. Patrick Cummings, who's on his way down. You got Kirkanov, who is a fucking killer. You got Corey Anderson, Mr. Nipples, who's up, down, up, down. Mauricio Rua, Shogun. Well, we don't even know if he's coming back. Grinding.
Where I come from, people like that get slapped.
Whoa. Where I come from, people like that get slapped. Thank you, Grinding in the Shadows. You are wonderful, wonderful. Grinding, making it rain. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, my friend. So, yeah, Shogun, St. Preux, up, down, another one. Jimmy Manowar, another one, up, down. Jan Blachowicz came off a big win over here, moving up. Latifi, another one moving up. Glover Teixeira, he just can't shake this dude. And you got Ozdemir and Gustafsson. But why not? Why not Dominic Reyes? The question is, what would be next for him? That's a really good call over there, Jose. If you want to call in, I saw Carrie's in the chat. It says, what's the phone number? Carrie, it's right over here. It's right there. It's right over. It's floating. It's right here. It's 516-522-0267. That is my phone number. And you can call me right now. 74 people watching. I'm having some fun tonight. Are we all having fun in the chat on a Wednesday night? Hit me with the ones, the fun ones. Give me a fun one in the chat if you are having a wonderful, wonderful time. 9 more likes, and we play the 20-like song. Get your calls in. Last-minute calls before we take you to JBH's after show. 541, welcome to the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
What up? It's Dan from Oregon.
Dan, what's up, my man? What's going on?
Jack shit, man. I want to get to some old news, but I want to talk about that ESPN deal that the UFC signed.
Yeah, listen, I could talk about that all fucking night. Let me know what's on your mind. What are you thinking about that?
Well, that one dude, Aaron from TSN, like the ESPN up in Canada, did interview and dropped some knowledge. He found out that the cards are going to have the same start time of 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. A lot of East Coast people were kind of pissed off about that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that? Because I've always been over here on the West Coast, and I like it just like it is.
I tell you what, I have zero problem with the times. Zero problem. Now, here's the one problem that I do run into. I notice if it's a 6-fight main card, now we're going into 1:30 in the morning. If it's a 5-fight main card, it's not that bad. It's 12:30ish, somewhere around there, 12:45. I could deal with it. But the cards have 6 fights on it. I noticed it gets a little long. So I'm a fan. It's weird, too. The pay-per-views have been 5-fight pay-per-views and main cards, and then the fight nights are 6-fight main cards. It's really bizarre how that happens. But maybe for fight nights, drop it down. I don't know. I'm not going to lose any sleep, though. That's the only complaints I have.
Yeah, the 6 fights ridiculous. Like, they're doing promos on FS1, and they'll only talk about 4 fights even on the main card. They don't even mention those 2, and then they'll start talking about shit on the prelims. Like, you don't even care about them to talk about them. why should we care about them? So I'm totally with you there.
That's a good point.
And man, a lot of people don't talk about this, but I'm a Pac-12 fan. I like the Oregon Ducks over here.
Okay.
And I don't know. I've done crazy research, and ESPN partially owns the Big Ten, the SEC, and the ACC, and so they get fucked over on going to the football championships. There's some stupid shit called Pac-12 After Dark when they watch all the football games, the basketball games and shit, because no one on the East Coast is going to watch them because they're on like fucking 10 p.m. during the weekday. It's ridiculous. And being a part of FS1, man, you never get the ESPN rub because they don't want to build the Fox channel. That's like their main fucking competitor. So UFC going over to ESPN, man, that's going to be huge. We could be looking at 3 to 5 times the viewership just like overnight almost being over there on ESPN. Do you see the possibilities like I do?
You know what? Right now, I was going back and forth. I kind of like it. I kind of like this ESPN thing, especially if it means, even if they do this ESPN Plus, especially if it means that we're paying less money. You know, we don't have, I'm going to dump Fight Pass. Are you going to dump Fight Pass? Or are you going to keep it?
Nah, I watched Invicta and
That's true.
Titan and EBI. That's worth like $5 or whatever the hell it is.
So I'm wondering what they're going to do. I wonder if they're going to lower the price because that is a good point. Yeah, they're going to be showing all those other events over there on Fight Pass, and they do show a lot of shit on Fight Pass. So I kind of get that, but you can't be charging $9.99 if ESPN's giving you the same shit when it comes to the UFC content. They got to drop the price. Am I wrong?
I don't know what they mean by the library. Like the ESPN's going to get the library. I don't know what that consists of because Fight Pass has the Strike Force, Pride, and all that nonsense. So if you want to go deep, you can go deep. But I use the VPN anyway, so I can potentially still use Fight Pass from Japan and not even have to get ESPN. I don't know what's going to happen next year.
That makes, you know what? That's a good. That VPN is fantastic. It really is. I just started getting into the VPN stuff, and it's great. It really is. There's so many weird things. Like especially like I have cable, but it's not really cable. It's a streaming service called DirecTV Now. But if I'm out of New York, I'm getting the local channels wherever I go. You use a VPN, you can get your New York channels wherever you are. I think everyone needs a VPN right now, right? I mean, it's the way to go.
It's mainly for security, but I mean, if you want a free one to watch the UFC, it's not going to be secure, but you can get your fucking shit done.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to be fucking harassing you with that, to be honest. I never heard of anyone be like, oh my God, I'm going to jail because of my VPN. I haven't heard.
So Darren Till is the 175-pound champion. Why don't they just make RDA versus Covington for 165?
At what weight?
RDA versus Colby Covington. Both of those guys walk around at like 185. We could easily drop them down 5 more pounds. Because, man, if you listen to the shows, everyone's talking about before that Darren Till fight, there's like, he wins fantastically. He could just leapfrog RDA and Covington. So what the hell does this interim title mean anyways? Like, it's not even sold to us correctly. The media is doubting the whole thing. Are they even going to get the shot? So supposedly Woodley's coming back real quick. I don't even know.
Well, there's a couple of things, and thank you for the call, Dan. There's a couple of things with the interim title, and I think I'm done with interim titles. I can't remember who was saying it. What was it, Dan Hardy? I can't remember. I think it was him. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But someone was saying that the interim belt should be a different color than the actual title belt. This is a welterweight interim title, right? It should be a different color, but should it even be there? Should there be a belt? I mean, here's the deal. The reason why this is here, right, and this is a belt, Dos Anjos versus Covington, well, A, to shut these two up, and B, God forbid, knock on wood, which I just did right now, Whitaker versus Romero. If, God forbid, something happens, now Whitaker is not getting any younger, and he can, Romero's not getting any younger, and he can miss weight, right? He's done it before, and the belt could be out, and there you go, it's all over with. But they need to have a backup plan, right? It's a big card. You need a backup plan. So here we go. Boom. We put together this interim belt. I don't give a fuck about interim belts anymore. It really means jack shit. Look at Tony Ferguson. Meant nothing. Meant absolutely nothing. Now, let me know in the chat what you guys and gals think. Should there be an interim belt? Yes or no? Now, this is a good card, says Steve Johnson. It is not a good card. It's a great card. It really is. It's a fantastic card. I am foaming at the mouth. In fact, What I was thinking about doing is going on super early for this one. I usually don't go for early prelims, and it's going to be tough to go through the whole fucking card. We will see. But I'm thinking about just going early, just going for it, and just going for it. I don't know. I might need an intermission. I may need an ambulance or something. I might do the whole fucking card. I might just do it. It's just that good. We'll see what happens over there. But the question to you guys and gals is, should there be any more interim belts? No one is getting younger dummy, says Pulse Reloaded. I am. I'm going backwards. That's right. I might have some grays in my beard, but I'm like Benjamin Button over here. I'm returning back to my younger years playing on YouTube. 75 likes. Thank you for the likes. 5 more likes. We play the 20 likes song. Interim should be a wristband. Yes, the interim belt should be a wristband. I agree. It should be the interim wristband. All right, Sally says 7-hour MMA holes. Could you imagine? Now, the last stream, I was losing it. I was towards the end. You know, I try to comment. I try to give you a play-by-play for our fight buddies. It gets rough. You know, you go through the prelims into the main card, and you start losing it. You start losing steam. There's just so much pizza and Chinese food you can have to get you through it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Wake up with a boner for that card, says Joey Faggoter. There you go. No more scantily clad super hottie, says Steve Johnson. Marky Wahoo says interim belts should be should be bronze. Why not? No interim belts, says Allman Brothers. He says no. Carla is looking good. He used to wear the bodysuit. Carla is looking good. He used to wear the bodysuit. That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
And says no more interim belts. Steve Sparks says, ain't no half streaming. How many? Let me ask you this question, okay? And like I was just saying, this card is so good. It's so good that you kind of want to just start off on the early prelims. And that's a long fucking day for me, right? And into night. Let me know in the chat. And this is a serious question. 78 people watching. Fight buddies for UFC 225. Should I set this up where we do the whole card? Will you be there from beginning to end for UFC 225? It could possibly be our longest stream ever. Early prelims all the way down or all the way up to the main card. Whitaker versus Romero. Let me know in the chat. Yes, will you be here for the entire card? Yes? Yes or no? My fucking sound effects are a little wonky right now. By a wide margin. Let's see. Beep says Jessie. Jessie's going live very shortly. Make sure you subscribe. Why is Dan Eage or Ige, I don't know how to say his name, black and white? Is he racist? Yes, he is. Who is Joanna fighting next? She's fighting Tisha Torres, who is actually training with Rose Namajunas. Actually, let's go over to let's Instagram creep. Instagram creep, yeah. What the fuck am I doing? All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, Rose Namajunas. All right, let's see. No, let's go to Tisha Torres. I think she's the one that put it up. How do you spell Tisha? T-E-C. There you go, Tisha Torres. All right, so this is actually pretty funny. I don't know how many people saw this. This is Raquel Pennington's wife. Over here. Wicked World, what's up? Sorry, I have a fear of commitment, Chris. All right, so you have fear of commitment, so you don't know for sure. But all right, Chris, now you know why CM Punk sells on a card. Boss Coker says, I think Chris should do the whole card, or who card, and not blink the entire time. Alvin Brothers says, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sadly, bartending. WMMA is bartending. There you go. You bet your MMA hole, I will. So Marky Wahoo says you'd be there the whole time. Sorry, I have a fear of commitment. I'll be here in spirit. My physical form will be high on Mars. Fight Pass should have all the fights for free pay-per-view. So DVW wants to see Fight Pass having all the fights for free on a pay-per-view. Fight Pass needs to do something. If ESPN thing, and I can talk about this ESPN. We're going to open up the phone lines in a second. I can talk about ESPN all night. I like the deal. It's interesting to see what happens over here because you have this ESPN Plus. I will be dumping Fight Pass. I don't have enough time in the day to watch all these other fights. I do catch the Cage Warriors here and there and some of these other promotions, but unfortunately I can't see them all. You know, I just don't have enough hours in the day to do it. So I'm probably going to be dumping Fight Pass and just going over to ESPN, right? ESPN Plus, which is $4.99, and then free ESPN. I'm in. I'm going to save some money. So here we go. Tecia Torres, who will be fighting Joanna, okay? And this is on a fight night, is training with Rose. They're friends, okay? And look at this over here. Spent the AM sprinting and looking at her butt, trying to catch up to her Speedy. There you go. Oh, yeah. That's right. All right. Yes. Lesbians. That's right. Tecia Torres training with Rose Namajunas, staring at her at bunghole as they run through the fields. There they are in an ice bath together. Yes.
Fap.
Oh, yeah.
Fap.
Tecia Torres has more muscles than a seafood restaurant.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There she is, Tecia Torres and Rose. Interesting stuff over here because if she beats Joanna, well, they might be. It's so bizarre when you see two young ladies or two young men training together, and the next fight can be against each other. It's really bizarre. It's really, really bizarre how that works. Tecia could be fighting Rose in the near future. So we'll see. Maybe Rose can help Tecia get past Joanna. Let me know in the chat, and I'm going to open up the phone lines. Let me know in the chat, Tecia or Joanna. Who will win that next fight? The phone lines are open once again at 516-522-0267. 14 minutes left in the MMA-Holes Wednesday show. That's right. And we are wonderful, wonderful over here.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the likes. 2 more likes. And we play the 20-like song. Get your calls in. Last second, Jessie Bell Hill will be going live shortly on the after show. Link in the description. Here we go. Let's see over here what you guys and gals say. Rose is a level 92 scallywag. There you go.
Wonderful.
Cole,
wonderful.
thank you for that. Bungholes are supposed to look like leather
CBD.
Cheerios. CBD!
CBD.
Yes!
CBD.
He found it! CBD, CBD,
CBD. CBD.
CBD! Grinding!
CBD. 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 It helps with healing process.
Yeah!
Inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Grinding.
Yo, Chris just wanted to say all my super chats were Nick Diaz quotes. If they seem to be off, party on Fookers.
There you go. Grinding in the Shadows was quoting Nick Diaz. So now what you have to do is rewatch the stream and go back and read it in Nick's voice. Grinding in the Shadows. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
How
wonderful.
awesome is that? Grinding in the Shadows is the MVP of tonight's stream. Thank you so much for the donations. Now, Tough 27, I got to see what's going on here. There's some sort of drama going on. 10:47 over here. Where's my clock? Down over there. Thank you for the donations, guys. And I guess, I don't know, bear weight cut? I don't know what happened over here. There's drama. Is there going to be a fight? I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, maybe we'll find out in JBH's after show if she's watching this. I don't know what's happening over there. Okay. 420. I just thumbed up Weasel, says Michael J. Thank you. You are wonderful, wonderful. And for Michael J, 20 likes.
20 likes.
Yes!
20 likes.
I've got fucking
20 likes.
go!
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes.
20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of leprosy.
Yes, dislikes are dying of leprosy. You know what? Phone lines are open. 516-522-0267. If you're watching Tough 27, I don't have the sound on, but it looks like a lot of complaining going on. It looks like there's no fight. Someone call in and let me know what the fuck's going on. Potassium calms nerves. JJ be pissed off after her last fight. She gonna make Tecia bleed, says Drunk Savage. Potassium calms nerves. Works great for restless legs, says Steve Johnson. Tough ain't shit. Dude Chronic says, does he need a banana in his mouth or in his ass? 20 fucking likes. What does it say on your 10K poster behind you, Sean Hart? This? Are you talking about this 10K? It's our subscriber goals right over there. We have this. So what we're going to do is this. Every time we hit a landmark, the next one is 25,000 subs. We're going to get a bigger one. And we're just going to put them. We're going to line them up until we get 1 million subscribers over here. And then I'm going to jerk off all over my keyboard. Oh, my God. I am getting a call from the Carrie Show. Holy shit. Carrie, welcome to the MMA-Holes. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Carrie, what's going on? Where have you been, for God's sakes?
I don't know. Been around, but haven't been doing a lot of live shows lately. But still been doing a little bit of gaming streams and just been busy doing other things.
You're busy. A lot of sex?
A little bit here and there.
Good. All right, so we're all having sex in the chat over here. I noticed everyone's having intercourse, so that's good. Carrie, have you been watching the UFC? I mean, you used to do some reaction streams to the UFC. I know you're a big fan. Have you been keeping up with the sport?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Sometimes I just listen to your shows, and then sometimes I watch it here and there. Sometimes I'm busy gaming or doing other things, but yeah, I try to keep up with it.
So we have a couple events. We have an event on Friday that's going down. It's the JIMMIE Rivera versus Moraes event. But we have a mega event going down, UFC 225. Is there anything that you're looking forward to? Or are you just busy just doing your thing? Is there anything that stands out in your mind? All right. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming up. I mean, I've just sometimes watch your shows and just look at the websites here and there just to see what's coming up, but sometimes I just watch them when they're on.
Carrie, have you joined the MMA-Holes.com? Have you jumped to the MMA Holes website?
Not really, but
what?
I plan to check it out.
All right, it's the MMA-Holes.com. Check it out. We have a message board over there if you want to hit on some of the MMA Holes. It could be a sex forum if you want to go over there and throw it out there. You can check that out as well. It's like Grindr. That's an app. Anyway, Carrie, what are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing an MMA Hole shirt and shorts.
All right, here's the deal, Carrie. This is what I need you to do. If you're wearing an MMA Holes shirt right now, in fact, if you're telling the truth and you are wearing it, you need to send us a picture right now. We have 8 minutes left in the show. You need to send a picture immediately. Shoot me a DM. No nudes, please. The MMA Holes shirt, and I will put it live right now. How many people want to see Carrie in her MMA Holes shirt? Hit me with the ones in the chat. Carrie, will you do this for us right now?
Sure.
All right. Get off the phone and do it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the call. There it is, the Carrie Show. Oh, my God. I'm so excited right now. I don't know how to contain myself. Give me some more likes. 100 likes. We play the 20-like song one more time. What's up, CC Ryder? Hope you're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What the fook is going on? CC, we're just doing a swole, sexy show. I collect pubic hairs from past relationships. Pulse reloaded. That sounds unsanitary. All right.
Fap.
We're going to anxiously
Oh,
await.
super chat.
What's up, Brock? Brock's in the house.
Should Eric Spicely get cut? He's co-ed every fight.
Okay. Eric Spicely, the dad bod. Should he get cut? Nah, I think he's going to hang around a little longer. He's got some good jits, right? As Eddie Bravo likes to say. So I don't think Spicely should get cut. Not yet, at least. Thank you, Brock Grimaldi, for the wonderful, wonderful donation. Look, last-minute donations. Get them in. 7 minutes left in the show. And that's right. Jessie Belle Hill will be live after this. I'm looking at this crying on The Ultimate Fighter. There looks to be no fight. Could you imagine you wasted your time? Hold on. I want to see what the fuck's going on here. What happened here? So Tough 27, I guess it's not a fight. You win by KO? I must have missed it. Do I go back and watch Tough 27? He says he won by KO. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I guess I got to go back. Let me know. I'm going to open up the phone lines. 516-522-0267. What happened on Tough 27? There's a lot of laughing and drama and, I don't know, weird dramatic music, but I don't see anything happening. I don't know. CC Ryder is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Reason
is the conscious certainty. Hold on. Let me pull that back up. Reason is the conscious certainty of being all reality, says Brad Thompson. It's very nice. 503, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
Hey, Chris, it's NH.
NH, now please, 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 I hope you're watching Tough 27, and I hope you can help me out and tell us what the hell is going on here. I see crying. What is going on?
It looks like that someone got hurt when the fighters did in the fight. It looks like he couldn't continue.
So
I guess that's what happened.
So they were training, or they actually got hurt in the fight?
The
Or?
actual fight, it looked like, because the
shit.
gloves were on and stuff. So from what I caught. I'm trying to do everything here. It's kind of hard.
I didn't even see the fucking. I didn't see the fight. I didn't even see what the hell went. All I saw was crying. I'm like, what is going on here? Anyway, Ann, what's going on with you?
Yeah, he's crying, the guy from Stipe's team.
Sad.
Because I guess he automatically goes ahead, but he didn't like it to win like that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Alan something, sorry. I don't want to say the last name because I'll pronounce it wrong.
That's right. That's what we do. We do that well here. We just pronounce names wrong. And I have fantastic news. Now, Carrie just called in the 7%. How about the 7% showing up strong tonight? Ann, are you excited to see Carrie in her MMA-Holes shirt? She's literally wearing her MMA-Holes shirt right now, and she just sent a picture. Ann, are you wearing your MMA-Holes shirt right now?
The 7% shirt's in the wash.
What? Oh, my God. This is a disgrace. I thought you wore it all the time. This is ridiculous. That's all right. I forgive you.
I have my wristbands on.
All right, so that's fair enough. What do you think about the black one, huh? We have a Negro wristband. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you sent me that one.
I got that too.
Yep.
Look at that. There we go. See, an African American wristband. I like the black ones. We have some more colored ones. Now I sound completely racist. We have more wristbands that are different colors. Colored ones. Those colored fellas. Jesus Christ. Let's get our cloaks and capes. But yeah, I just stocked up on the black wristbands. I think those are fantastic. Those are the way we're going to go. I think they're the coolest ones. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, NH. Stay tuned for this because we are about to debut Carrie from The Carrie Show with her MMA-Holes shirt on. Here it is. All right, 7% swole. Yes. NH, would you like to fap with me right now?
Fap. Fap.
Fap.
Fap.
Fap.
Yes.
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 A cumin.
Yes.
A cumin.
All right. All right, that's Carrie over there with the wonderful. That's awesome. Carrie to 7% with her shirt on. All right, and we got a super chat coming in last minute, and I'm going to take your last thoughts as we wind this thing down. Now and later, tickling the super chat. Last second donation coming in, NH. Hold on a second. Here it comes. I feel it. About to come.
Oh, super chat.
Super chat.
Oh.
Joe B looking like Mexican Eminem to turn Megan on.
There you go. Joe B looking like a Mexican Eminem to turn Megan on. There you go. Thank you, now and later. Appreciate that. All right. So, Ann, what are your last words over here? Jessie's about to go live on the after show. What is on your mind?
I just want to say a great show tonight, and I was on vacation, so I missed a lot. Sorry about that. But I'm back now.
Welcome back. All right. Well, I did see those pictures.
No.
They were wonderful, wonderful. They were beautiful pictures over there. It looked like you had a great time. So that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did. I'm excited for the fights this Friday, of course.
Okay, let's get a quick prediction over here. We're going to get two predictions, and then we're going to wind this thing down because NH is always the last caller of the show. Rivera or Moraes? Who do you have?
Rivera.
Rivera for the win. Do you have a prediction, decision, finish? What do you say?
Let's see. I can't see the stats, what he mostly has. I don't have it in front of me.
That's right. So Jimmie Rivera for the victory.
Decision.
Decision. All right, Jimmie Rivera for the decision. Now we're going to go to the main event. We're going to go to two fights over here real quick. Whitaker versus Romero. Who do you have in this sequel?
Definitely Whitaker.
Whitaker taking the win again. What about Colby Covington versus Rafael Dos Anjos for the bronze belt?
I'm going for Dos Anjos. Yes. Rafael, yes.
RDA for the win.
A cumin.
All right, there you go. RDA. Can you say a cumin for us?
A cumin.
Cumin. Cumin.
A cumin.
There you go. Did you know what a cumin meant before Niall put it in?
Ecumen.
I had no idea. I had no idea. I felt like an idiot. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean?
Ecumen.
Did Mike H know what it meant?
Ecumen.
No, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know how old I am.
It's
I
ridiculous.
gotta look up some of the stuff you guys put in the chat.
It's a young man's word. All right. All right. All right.
I
And
know.
thank you for the call. We'll see you at Jessie Bell Hill's show.
Oh, yep, sure will. Thanks, Chris. Bye.
Ann H calling in, and that is that. Acumen. Kaepernick sucks. What's up? Says, yo, thank you guys for the donations. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the likes. Come on. What is going on here? 68 people still hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Only 85 likes. Get me 5 more likes, for God's sake. Give me an even number, for fuck's sake. If you're watching this on the replay, thumbs up this shit. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about the show. And we're going to see you at JBH's show right now. Link in the description. Go subscribe to Jessie Bell Hill with the MMA-Holes after show. Friday night, the next show, we will be doing 2-in-1, a 2-for-1 deal, a Fuqoff Friday, plus Fight Buddies. That's right. That's right. That's right. Rivera versus Moraes. We will be live streaming for that, so it will be wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, guys and gals, for watching. I do appreciate all the support from the MMA-Holes. Without you peeps, I would never be able to do this, so I'm humbled. Respect to our swole, sexy audience. And don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole.
Ecumen.